There we go. Unmute the mic. I got my rookie at this or something. Yeah, another live stream. And the old Wildbeard versus Hirschbach story is getting stranger by the day or by the week or whatever. No, last week reacted to his video about Hirschbach, what they were trying to do to him, and he was going to cover the FBI call and all that, but he didn't get around to it. So I think he uploaded this one today. I didn't watch it. I saw the first part of it, and I said, well, I'm going to save it to get a real reaction tonight on the live stream. Yeah, I know it's late. It is late, but it's mostly for the replay. If you want to come in and hang out, you come in and hang out. Anybody wants to contact Wildbeard, see if he's up, wants to come on, that'd be cool. If not, that's fine. We're going to cover the video anyway. So, yeah, I had a full day today, an off day. Had to bring the granddaughter around. She had to get some stuff. She's doing modeling part-time, and she had to get some stuff for a photo shoot coming up. So, yeah, Papa proud about that. So, run around. She bought lunch today, too. Yeah, bought lunch. I was like, yeah. So, she take care of old Papa. That's good. So, let's get right into it. I think it's about 23-minute video, which we're going to stop commenting on it and all that. So, it'll probably be longer than that. So, we'll try to get a hour out of this live stream or so. See what happens. See if anybody's going to come in or... Well, let's just shut up, Pale Rider, and just play the freaking video. Yeah, let's see. That's the one I want right there. All right, let's share this. Let me get full screen going. And let's play. Good old Wildbeard. Was he in his truck? Yeah. All right, let's play this.
What's up, guys? Good to have you back on a video. You guys probably think that this is a hoax, but I want you to know FBI really did call me because of a post on Facebook that was reported by Hirschbach, okay? That is not a fairy tale. That is 100% what happened. Hirschbach has continually tried to bully me, harass me. Literally made one video, I made one post, and ever since then, they've just been going. These responses that you see from me are just from...
Sometimes when people make responses, it's makes you look guilty. If you just be quiet, leave it alone, it might just go away. You're making things worse.
A month of constant retaliation from Hirschbach, attacks on my social media. I went over all that kind of stuff in the last video, so I'm not going to harp on that again. But this is not clickbait. This isn't for views. This isn't for money. And we're going to talk about all this kind of stuff, but is because I have been so tired. I've just been so freaking exhausted from Hirschbach thinking that they can bully, fear monger, and intimidate everybody and anybody they want. It's just me standing up to them, man. This is a YouTube channel, small YouTube channel of 27,000 subscribers. Now, it's taken several years to get it to where it is, and I'm not ashamed of being 27. I think that's a pretty good number, but it's not a huge channel by any means. But there's a lot of other channels.
Got more than I got.
Small channels, big channels across the YouTube and TikTok and everywhere that have really come out and addressed all of this stuff that's been going on with me. And I just want you guys to know I appreciate it. It doesn't matter if you have 2 subscribers or 2 million. It doesn't matter to me. I appreciate anybody that has just gotten the word out there, shared a video, stood up and said something, and brought awareness to what is going on, man. I know some people in the office probably think I'm so terrible for talking bad about an executive, but you know what? I think it's important to let these executives know where we stand on autonomous trucks. And we're going to get to all that, but first I want to read a comment here. I got this on my post on YouTube that I did. This is from Trucking for America 316. He commented this. What's wild is, now this is what he thinks is crazy. This blows his mind, all right? What's wild is Wildbeard could have avoided all of this. It's in capitals. All of this had he just made a respectable video about it. The police call, FBI, and throwing the word terrorist, quotation marks, came from the picture he posted and the words used. They'll say it was AI, but let's be real, pride is involved here. Now I'm gonna stop it right there. Making a respectable video. Talked to my son about this. He's only 5 years old now. Just had a birthday. Y'all saw that. Maybe some of you saw it. When it comes to respect, I always have a philosophy in life. And it's always, I've just felt like this was a good philosophy to have across the board and how I interact with other people and how I expect other people to interact with me. And when it comes to respect, it takes some to get some. And if you want to have respect, you got to give some respect. Now, when I walk into a shipper receiver, I'm always in a good mood, and I always try to put on a good face, and I always try to have a positive attitude. And even if things are bad or not going right, or I'm just feeling down that day, I don't ever take that out on anybody else or anything. It's always show respect to the shipper. You're on their property, all that kind of stuff. I've always had that philosophy in life. But let me ask you, when it comes to respect, what about the respect that the drivers?
What's up, Daniel Barry? Irish Scotland. What's up? Glad y'all could make it in.
Got at Celadon when they were stranded out a week before Christmas. What about their respect? What about the respect when security guards, every time we pull up to a shipper receiver, and the security guards just demean us, look down on us? What about the motoring public who cuts us off every day and blows their horn and flips us off because we can't bring our trucks up to speed? They're not like actual cars. It takes a little while. What about the respect we don't ever get? What about the respect that truck drivers never get when they pull up to a shipper receiver and they use our trailers like storage and they let it sit there for a day or something like that, and you're not going to get paid? You get some $50 layover pay or whatever, you know? What about that respect? See, truck drivers get disrespected every day. The AI cameras, they're always trying to push something new onto us. And I've never said anything about the AI camera. I just always put up with it. I don't ever like it. I just always put up with it. Just how I've always been. I've always been like, whatever, man. But I feel like this autonomous truck thing is just a line in the sand. The whole reason for autonomous trucks is so they can cut the driver out, expand their profits, and not pay taxes on the truck, period. Okay? Like, if you think for 1 second that these trucks are for us, and you believe that line of garbage that Richard likes to regurgitate every freaking video that he ever gets to talk on, this is going to be a good thing. All of our drivers get to go local. Okay, and I'm gonna address that at some point too. I also heard a story about Richard when he was on the phone one time. There was some conference call, and by the way, this is I believe this story to be 99% true. Now, may not be true. It's something I heard through secondhand. I wasn't on the phone to hear it, but I can tell you this: I believe it's 99% true. Still, 1% chance it's not. So take it for what it is. It's a rumor. Whatever you want to do. But one time there was a conference call. Before they began the meeting, Richard got on there. He allegedly said, there's two people that have been talking negatively about me on the phone on a recorded line here at Hirschbach. And after this meeting's over, I'll be expecting a call from both of you to give me an apology. Now, The thing that rings true to me, number one, it's just like, why don't you just go to the people in person or on a personal one-on-one basis? What are you fishing? You think somebody's talking to you, you don't know, so you just throw out a fish line, throw out some bait, see who calls you? Or like, what is that? You know? But somebody who has to demand an apology, it's like you're demanding respect from people. And when you have to demand respect from people, it just shows that you've never earned it from anybody that works underneath you, that nobody respects you, and that you're just going to fearmonger, intimidate, and bully, and scare everybody, and do all that kind of stuff, man. It's just weak leadership, man. So when a respectable video, let me tell you something. When you make respectable videos, and when you try to do things and you don't use strong terminology, and I know I've used strong terminology. I know I've talked about a war, you know, and all that kind of stuff. I know the images were edgy. Okay, I'm well aware of that. That was to get their attention, to hit them and let them know that, like, man, the drivers are just not going to swallow it. We're just not going to take another second of this BS from another trucking company trying to put drivers out of work, man. Because, you know, we take it from shippers and receivers. We take it from security guards. We take it from the motoring public. We take it from everybody else, man. And we just want a paycheck on Friday. And now the companies that we've been working for just can't seem to get enough. You know, it's just, they just don't have enough. Their houses aren't big enough. They don't have enough cars. They don't have enough properties. And now what? Now it's like they have to replace all the drivers just to kind of help get them edgy and get into the market share and be the #1 truck driving company. But how do they do it? They just want to cut the drivers out again. And if you think I'm fear mongering, like, oh, we're just fear mongering, just blah, blah, I want you to know, I don't care what you think, because this is my YouTube channel and I get to talk about what I want to talk about on here. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it, period. I love you guys. If you don't like it, if you want to get all mad because I'm talking about Hirschbach, you don't have to watch it, okay? So respectable video is not in the vocabulary when it comes to this nonviolent war, in essence, okay? Respectable video, there is no respect left for Hirschbach, all right? Nobody should have any respect left or any dignity left for Hirschbach. The police call, the FBI, and the terrorists that came from a picture you posted on AI, but let's be real, pride is involved here. Imagine that photo was one of those two executives with Wildbeard and Wildflower on their knees, heads in the consecutive hands with the caption of war. I've watched Wildbeard since, and I worked at Hirschbach for a stint. I don't really have a dog in this fight. Well, that's funny because this is quite a long comment for you not to have a dog in the fight. But just my thoughts. Wildbeard will get paid for the views. He's made tons of money from YouTube and referrals. He's doing just fine. Yeah, yeah, bro. Did you think this was about me not being okay? Is that what you thought this was about? Like, did you not think this was, let's just say, you know what? Let's just say for 1 second that this was just about the views and just about me making money and just about me stirring up controversy just because so I can make some extra views and make a couple extra dollars on YouTube, because YouTube AdSense revenue doesn't pay me what you think it pays me, all right? But that's okay. Let's just say that it was all about that. That it was all about that. And that post and the controversy videos and all that. Does that still warrant for the Hirschbach team to call the police on me? Does it still warrant the Hirschbach to file a report with the FBI to where the FBI calls me? Or to have their lawyer call me multiple times and harass me with calls? Does it still warrant anything else when I haven't done anything illegal? I've just exercised my free speech. The people who want to defend Hirschbach here, I'm just like, you're trying to tell me that Hirschbach's the victim? Poor Hirschbach? They called the police on him, and now he's talking about it. All I've done is being transparent. She said, look, this is what they've done. And all they've done is just continually try to piss me off more and more. Like over and over again, attacking my social medias, false flagging my posts, everything they can do to attack me, to get me to shut up and intimidate and bully me. And it's not worked. It's backfired on them. And now they're upset about it. And you got this guy who, you know, and I know there's a certain generation of people who say, well, you shouldn't talk like that to the company. You should just remain silent. You should just shut up and move on with your life. You should just let Hirschbach do what Hirschbach's going to do, and they need to run their business. Let me tell you something. It's because people and workers have been silent for so long that we're in the mess that we're in now. And maybe people should have spoke up a long time ago before it got to this level, including myself, because this is just the line in the sand for me, period. The autonomous, it's a line in the sand. And Hirschbach and their attacks, bro, it's been outlandish, well overstated. And as for like these pictures, there's been plenty of shots taken at me and my wife over the last couple of years, okay? Plenty of videos made. There was a short video made where this guy was just like throwing all kinds of profanity on me and talking negative about me. There's been people talk about my wife. And there's been, you know what I do when there's a bunch of, and some of that stuff, also some of the posts that people have made or they've talked about me, it's been real criticism. I'm like, okay, well, I can understand. I can hear that. There's been other things that have been funny that I was like, dude, that's hilarious. You know, like I've shared some of that stuff out before. And like, look at this is hilarious. You know, like I can laugh at myself. I've got messages where people have attacked me, attacked my faith, and that's okay, man. It's all right. It's not a big deal. I don't sit there and have to respond back to every email or message or respond to every video that's ever been made about. Because you know why? I just ignore it because you know why? People have the right to free speech to say like, I don't like Wildbeard. Here's why. They just have that right. And other people from those negative videos come over on my channel before and they posted negative comments. It is what it is, man. I signed up for it. I'm the one that puts my wife on the videos. Okay? So before you're like, oh, imagine if that was you. It's been me. Okay? And you know what I do? Nothing. I just ignore it. Nobody's ever made a threat or anything like that. Receive like super like terrible things, messages you wouldn't believe, and I just ignore it. You've been watching since my first marriage. You don't know nothing, dude. You have no idea. You only know what I've shown you on camera, and that's not everything. You know, I've had a whole life, and you know what? There's things that go on when the camera's not turned on. All right, you don't know me, but thanks for pretending you do. I mean, I just want everybody to know this. Nobody knows me. All right. Now, I hope you guys think I'm a good guy. I try to be, and sometimes I'm not, okay? Sometimes I've sinned. Sometimes I've not done the right thing when I've known to do the right thing. And I have to repent of that and ask forgiveness, try to do better the next day, just like everybody else, okay? I need a savior. I need Jesus. I'll be the first to tell you. Man, it's just what it is. But they've consistently called the...
And Barry, yeah, I haven't really watched Wabu in over a year. Yeah, I really hadn't watched many Wabu videos until just recently when all this stuff started going on with Hirschbach. But I don't watch a lot of the YouTube truckers on YouTube. Just 2 or 3, 4 maybe I might watch. Other than that, I just don't watch a lot of the trucking content or the trucking YouTubers. What do you want to call them nowadays?
FBI, they've called the police on me. They've reported me to the FBI. They've done all kinds of things. And just those 2 things, the police department and the FBI, those are tax dollars. Hirschbach has used tax dollars to bully and intimidate. Why? Because their ego was bruised? Is that what it's been? Y'all let me know. I'm dying to know. Are you okay with your tax dollars being used by some big business to intimidate a small YouTuber? Y'all let me know. And another thing I always ask of too, and I think of this all the time, how many people have they swept under the rug who didn't have a YouTube channel to voice out? How many people have they intimidated with a lawyer? How many people have they intimidated to threaten to call the police or file charges or do a cease and desist and all that kind of stuff like that? How many people? Let me tell you this, I'm not gonna sign any gag order. I'm not doing it. Anything y'all do, man, just know I will do a video about it. I will shout it from the rooftops. It will be exposed. Will be transparent about it. And you can say everything that I'm doing. You can go over there to Hirschbach and say I'm some kind of terrorist or something, whatever you want to call me over there. You can say that I'm threatening, I'm just uttering threats. That's what they told the police. He's harassing and uttering threats. Nobody's harassing you, and I never once ever threatened you. But this is a war, and I use strong terminology. This is a nonviolent war. I'm not asking anybody to do violence. The way we fight.
What's up, LVC? Yeah, better than being swatted. That's for sure. That's not a good feeling.
Fight this war is we say not another driver goes to Hirschbach. And
I might have to go back, do a video here about all that situation. I don't know if I have any of those clips left. I don't know. I have to go back and check. That was a long time ago, man.
If you work as a driver at Hirschbach, you should leave that company. You should abandon that company and go work for somebody else that isn't investing in autonomous trucks. Period, man. Let's hop into the story of the FBI calling me. But first, if you're interested in coming to Prime, please reach out to Kara, man. She's the recruiter that I work with. So, man, y'all can email Kara if you want to come to Prime. I don't care where you work, dude. Just don't work at Hirschbach. That's pretty much what I want. Any questions or anything like that, man, feel free to reach out over here. We'll continue doing videos about Prime and doing about rates, and we're going to talk about the market and all that kind of stuff, man, and talk about different stuff going on in the trucking market. But in this video, we are definitely getting into the story of the FBI calling me. So I was driving down the road. Number calls me 2 times. I don't answer. Then the 3rd time, it's like a Virginia number. I'm like, okay, well, whatever, dude. So I finally pick up, and he's like, hey, is this a Josiah? I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm Wildbeard, Josiah, whatever you want to call me. Not a big secret. It's not a secret name, but I know some people love to just be like, oh, I got the secret, but all my buddies always call me Wildbeard, like when I'm on the phone. Anyways, he's like, oh yeah. He's like, so I want to talk to you today. This is Levi Metchner, Agent Levi Metchner of the FBI Kansas City field. And I've since verified him by calling into the FBI and going through the whole process of verifying everything that he told me, everything that he said, and it's everything. This has all been verified, and this is a true story. This really happened. This is exactly how everything went down. And Hirschbach has 100% filed a report for Facebook posts, multiple Facebook posts, I think, to the FBI I believe that they also took the police report from the Dubuque Police Department and filed that along with everything. They just sent everything in online. You can file it online. So I was like, and I knew what he was going to say, man. And like automatically my guard's up. He's like, well, before we even get started, he's like, I just want to say, man, that I think you're a really good dude. I've watched some of your videos, and I just really think that, you're a man of faith, and I respect that, as well as, I saw one video where you were taking out the garbage and you threw it away, and you just told everybody that they need to throw their trash away. He's like, and I just think you're a genuinely good dude. I was like, I appreciate that. Thanks for flattering me. Now I'm going to be willing to talk to you. But I didn't say that to him. But, we were just, I started laughing, and he was laughing. Like, well, he's like, I guess I just want to call and talk to you today about this Facebook post that you made. I was like, yeah, the one about Hirschbach. He said, yeah. He said, this is his exact words. He's like, looks like Hirschbach got a little butt hurt from your Facebook post. Wow. I started, dude, from there on, I was dying laughing. We talked for 16 minutes, man, and we were laughing, and he's like, man, a file comes across my desk. I've got to follow up with it, man. And he's like, can you tell me what you meant by this? I was like, well, did you watch the video, the hour-long video? But he's like, yeah, I watched. I was like, well, that pretty much sums it up, what I was trying to say. I was like, I just want you to know, man, that I don't wish harm on those people. I don't wish harm on anybody. I don't wish harm on the company. I said, in fact, when I returned my truck, I didn't do anything negative. I didn't just poop on the floor or do anything crazy. I returned my truck. I left well, with good standing with the company. There was no ill will, nor do I think anybody should. And I said, I don't want to incite violence to have anybody else do violence either. So that was not my desire at all. I said Hirschbach has made some anti-driver business decisions. And when you make anti-driver decisions, particularly with the autonomous trucks, you can't get upset when drivers speak up and speak out against that decision. I was like, it really infuriated a lot of people. We were really pissed off about it. And as a result, drivers are leaving. And I'm also allowed to give my opinion and say, I think every driver should leave Hirschbach. That's my opinion. I'm allowed to do that. I'm allowed to say, hey, in my opinion, every driver should leave Hirschbach and no driver should go to that company. He's like, yeah, absolutely. It's your absolute right. And, he's like, and we talked a little bit more, and he's like, well, it looks like they're really, really upset about all this war talk, man. And he's like, some people just don't get it. He's like, this is the thing. I actually get real threats on my desk. Real threats come through my office that I actually have to that have to be handled. And he's like, this definitely doesn't really seem like much of a threat. And I was like, yeah, it's a metaphor. The war's a metaphor. I was like, I think you already know this by now. I said, it's a metaphor for us saying we are going to really push back on autonomous trucks. And the way we do that is by withholding our labor from going to companies that want to promote autonomous driverless trucks, such as Aurora and Hirschbach doing their partnership together. And he said, I was showing this picture, and he's talking about the classic picture, where the first picture that I posted that effectively taken down off Facebook at this point because it was false flagged, as well as my Instagram. But he was, the one where I've got my hands on their heads and all that. He's like, well, it seems like they got their hands tied behind their back. They're on their knees and your hands are on their head. I was like, yeah, man. I was like, it's a little edgy, but I said, I wasn't, I don't know, those. He's like, well, I showed this to my colleague in the office, and he was like, yeah, he's like, I know he's got his hands on their head, but he could be praying for them for all we know. I lost it, bro. He said you could be praying over there. I was like, in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, bro, praying for repentance on them boys, dude. Let me tell y'all something opinion based or anything like this, man. They really reported me to the FBI. The FBI is on my side, man. They took my side. I said, you know what? The Dubuque Police Department, obviously they took my side, okay? Nothing came of the case. You want to know why? Because I haven't broken the law. Haven't done anything illegal. And that really bothers people. It bothers Brad, Richard. Oh, who's the other guy, man? That other guy I talked about, TJ Presley, BK, man. It just bothers all of them. They want to whine, complain, and throw tantrums, just like my 5-year-old. My 5-year-old's more mature than they are, man. They throw their little tantrums and they're mad because they can't do anything. I mean, they can always take me to court, but a judge is just going to throw the case out, man. Because you want to know why? I haven't done anything anything illegal. I'm allowed to share my opinions, especially about public figures. Period, man. I don't know, guys. I think they're probably, I wish this was over, but I don't know what Hirschbach's going to do next. But, at this point, I don't think really anything surprised. It really doesn't surprise me, but it's not fake. It's not fake. I did have a call from the FBI about Hirschbach. And so I know there's been some people that have talked about it in their videos. I know there's been some other companies being like, oh, there's nothing that's going to come of autonomous trucks and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to address that in the next video, one of the next videos where we're going to talk about, I'm going to make the case for why you should fight against autonomous trucks, why you should be against them. I'm gonna make my case to you. Okay, I'm gonna put together a collaboration of things that I can give to you and say here is my position. Here's why I'm so passionate about this, and here's why it matters to me, and here's why I'm not backing down from Hirschbach. Okay, every driver. The purpose of driverless trucks is to replace every driver on the road, and there's 3.8 million truck drivers here in the United States. And their goal is to replace every single one of them. They may not do it all at once, but their goal is to replace every single truck driver out here on the road. This isn't just technology to help us like lane assist or some AI camera that's going to be watching us or something like that. This is technology that is used to replace us, to get us out of the career field, to eliminate all truck drivers in the United States completely. Now, some of it may not be a big deal to you, and that's okay. But I'm going to make a case for why it should be a big deal for you. And that's going to be in the next video. But listen, guys, love God, love family, work hard, stay dangerous.
That's already over?
Wild Beard out.
Wild Beard out. Wild Beard out. Let's get back over here to the studio. LBC. So yeah, that's a crazy time. Joshua. Federal FBI, Federal Beard Inspector. Barry said, does Wild Beard know that Rob Lowe just built a huge new house and he's going to need some money to pay for that? Yeah. And a bunch of turds right there for. Yeah, crazy stuff. Hirschbach. Man, I don't know. It's crazy. Is it really a threat to Hirschbach, or are they? I don't know. FBI, Hirschbach, autonomous trucks. Now, can they really? How many did they buy, or did they say they were going to buy? Was it 500? Because they said that drivers didn't want to do over the road anymore, so they're going to use all the drivers. It's good for the drivers. Now they can be home more. They can drive local. Mm-hmm. Sure. So what's y'all's thoughts about this? Comment, like it. Like the video, subscribe. All that good stuff if you're not already. Yeah, that was like a part 2 of his video from last week that I did. That's crazy, man. I thought he was a Hirschbach guy for a while. Yeah, I called them when he used to do the truck recovery. I think it was the LBC. He said they got an opening over there for truck recovery. I called Hirschbach the next day or something and asked him about that truck recovery job. He said, "Oh, we don't do anything like that." Okay, never mind then. So probably a good thing. They can send their robot trucks now to go get the abandoned trucks. Yeah, if you want to poop on the floor and everything else. Yep. So, I don't know. I think the infrastructure, they'll most definitely, in a lot of places, going to have to get a lot better for the driverless trucks. That's for sure. So who's going to invest all that money? Is it really going to be near future or way off in the future somewhere like 20 years? Or is it going to be within 5 years? I don't know. But they're already starting on the road with some companies. Well, Aurora's one. They're running stuff out of Texas or between Houston and Dallas. And I think they're going to start running one between Dallas, Fort Worth area out to Phoenix. Is it Phoenix? I think it was Phoenix. But I don't know. I don't think I ever see it come this far. I said, oh, I'm never going to be around to see it, but I might be around to see it. See something. Just can't imagine driving your family of 5 in a minivan right next to a robot truck. What is up with that? I don't know. They can have it. And people, YouTubers or whatever, trying to talk about this stuff or trying to be silenced from the powers that be. Not a good look for them, that's for sure. I never really talked bad about anybody, companies or anything. I did that Hurricane Express video. I was expecting to hear from them, didn't hear anything. I ain't heard nothing from Hirschbach yet, covering these 2 videos and a couple other ones. Aurora. I guess I'm small potatoes. So they aren't going to mess with me too much. They might, you never know, but I doubt it. I'm just a old retired truck driver with a small YouTube channel. You need to cease and desist. The little guy, what's up? What are you doing? Oh, you're over there with, yeah, I'm watching, keeping up with you. I seen you back on the road. I said, what? And, yeah, so I'm just talking about the Wild Beard Hirschbach battle going on. Hirschbach calling the FBI and the police and everything. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. But yeah, you're back on the road. And yeah, out there doing it. I don't know if you've been keeping up with the Hirschbach thing. Yeah, I bought a LBC. I bought a robot costume and offered my robot driving service. There you go. That's a good idea. Get you one of those old school robot costumes, like remember that show Lost in Space? They had a robot. Warning, warning. That'd be funny to see that robot driving a truck down the road. That'd be super funny. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't know about it. Weird stuff going on there. Trucking industry. Kind of glad I got away from at least the driving part. I was seeing the other day. I said, oh, I don't know, man. Every morning I get up, turn the news on, I see the traffic reports, and I see they had a wreck out there on 95 or I-10 or something. You see traffic backed up for miles and a bunch of trucks just sitting there. And I say, man, that's I sure don't miss that. That's for sure. I missed going to Texas, of course. I was there quite a bit. Missed that. But other than that, not so much. Not so much. So I think I'm gonna. It's 12 o'clock Eastern over here in Northeast Florida. It's been hot out here, hot, humid. Last couple of days, it hasn't been too bad. But yeah, it's still hot and humid. But it is Florida. It is summertime. July, 4th of July is coming up Saturday. I don't know. I'm scheduled to work. I might take it off. I don't like working 4th of July. It's a holiday, man. I should always try to be home 4th of July when I was on the road. That's one of the holidays I could be home. Christmas and 4th of July mainly. I could do without Thanksgiving. I didn't have to really be home Thanksgiving. But Christmas and 4th of July were the two I always try to make it in, especially Christmas. I don't know if I ever missed a Christmas in my 28 years. There probably is somewhere. Maybe one or two. I don't remember that many. And I'm sure there's a couple, 3 4th of Julys I might have missed in them 28 years. But yeah, Thanksgiving wasn't a big deal. On one Thanksgiving, I was broke down out there in Kansas. I had to get a whole new DEF system, emissions. I was down there for almost a week. I broke down, I think, the Tuesday or something before Thanksgiving, or the day Tuesday, Wednesday, and said, well, we can't really look at it till Monday, which that was already 4 or 5 days. So I just got a room and chilled out there and called them up Monday morning. I think I left the truck there. Yeah, the truck was there at the Kenworth. It was I won't say it wrong. Salina. They call it Salina, Kansas out there. Salina. I think it's Salina. And went back up by the Petro. The Kenworth dealer is like, I think, one exit past the Petro going west on 70. So I went back east one exit to where the Petro is. There's a hotel right across this little side street from the Petro. I hung out there for almost a week. Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. Had plenty of food to eat there at the Petro. I don't think they had a restaurant. They had I can't remember what they had. And yeah, but 4th of July and Christmas, 2 days. And around here, they're already shooting off the fireworks. So that'll go on for the next week till all the fireworks are gone. And that's it. Vasily. Oh, wow. That's a name from the past. Vasily making videos again. Looks like he's driving. Lord help us all. I'm glad I came up the road then. Now, he blew up. I don't know how he blew up like that when he was start driving. It was crazy. He didn't know a lot about trucking, but he knew a lot about, uh, algorithm and getting people to, watch the videos. But that one time, somebody asked him, said, "How much weight do you got in the box?" Because he had a 53-foot trailer, and he could not understand what that guy was asking him. He said, "What are you even talking about? How much weight I got in the box?" So, come on, dude. Even a rookie should know that. But yeah, Vasily, I probably won't watch him. I don't watch, like I said earlier, I don't watch 2 or 3 YouTubers, YouTube truckers. This ain't the same. YouTube truckers just aren't the same like it was back in the day. And it's all changed. Don't keep up with them anymore. I might talk to Ike every now and then. Um, I think because he was young and young people had dreams of being a trucker. Yeah, that had something to do with it. He was young and soul farts. Nobody follows the soul farts. We can give a lot of good advice, wisdom about trucking. They didn't want to hear it. Oh, yeah, so old fart telling me what to do. They make fun of the oldsters. That's fine. Like Robert said, you can watch me. You don't have to watch me. Ain't nobody forcing you to watch me. You don't like what content I put out there? Well, then don't watch me. Don't complain about it in a comment. That's not cool. Yep. Nope. No, no, no. So that's gonna be it. I'm gonna get out of here. Let y'all get back to what y'all were doing. And we'll be back with another video. Don't know when. Soon, hopefully. I just been doing the lives, just finding something to talk about and going live. Am I too close? There we go. Yeah, I forget sometimes. See, that's how it tells you I'm a rookie at this live stream. I haven't done it in a while. So there you go. Is that better? I'll leave it about there for next time. I lost my stand for this mic. I got this thing here. But I want my stand. I lost it, or I loaned it to somebody, and they ended up losing it because they got it in a spout with the girl they were hanging around. She took everything from him, and the thing, my mic stand was one of those things. So he owes me a mic stand for my Blue Yeti. I always liked this microphone, Blue Yeti, but equipment donations will be accepted from Payroller TV. I get a Rode mic and camera, computer, studio. Now, I was watching some videos earlier about these dudes making their own desk, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I was kind of impressed. Now these guys are in their 20s. I guess they got engineering degrees or something because they were doing the carpentry work, they were doing the metal work, they were doing all that stuff. They're themselves. So I was kind of impressed that the younger generation, or some of the younger generation, still has skills like that. Most of them don't have that skills or care much about having them kind of skills. But yeah, it's good. Good to see. Good to see. Well, all right. Let me get off here. I keep talking and talking and talking. And well, that's good, LBC. I'll keep it right here next time. So appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. So, all right. So, everybody have a good day. Stay safe.